Hey everybody, it's the Fire Specialist here, and if you saw the most recent intro to the Pokemon anime, Pokemon Journeys, I believe season 25, we finally got confirmation of the best rival, my favorite character. I've been wanting him to come back for years. I have so many speculations, but it never happened. But now, as you see on the screen, Paul is returning to the anime, most likely to hopefully face off against Ash in the World Coronation series. But who knows? That's the most likely one because he's the best rival. But in this video, though, we're going to talk about what we might see from Paul, maybe strategies, what the battle could be like. If you guys are excited for Paul, and of course, let's not forget Satoshi Kikoga. I'm not going to play the clip because I think that's probably copyright with my luck. So, sorry for the bad impression of Lumia's trainer, Zach. Hi, Zach. If you guys are excited, just hit that like button, and we'll get right to it. So, Paul, of course, is one of Ash's best rivals. He has confirmed a lot of Pokemon. He's probably one of the most fleshed out trainers other than Ash or companions that has much more than 6 Pokemon. As you see here on the screen, Pokemon that he has used either against Ash or against other people. We have Torterra, Electivire, Ninjask, Ursaring, Honchkrow, Revile, Gliscor, Magmortar, Aggron, Hariyama, Nidoking, Gastrodon, Drapion, and Frostlass. So a very well-balanced team, actually. He definitely knows how to use them. He knows how to bring out their power, except for Chimchar, of course. We all know that story. But when it comes to the battle between Ash and the World Coronation series, I see it going 2 different ways. First, we could see an Ultra Class battle where one of them will become part of the Masters 8 as a result. This could be, of course, a 3-on-3, and I think knowing how Ash has been sticking to the same couple Pokemon, and knowing that these battles are televised on TV, as we saw from his battle with Volkner, when Leon was watching, Raihan was watching, and B probably watching, but I guess tuned out to meditate. I have no idea why. Kind of cocky if you ask me. But Paul could have been watching his battles. He might have even seen Ash battle in the Carlos League, if that was televised too. I don't know if the Alola League was televised, but who's to say Paul hasn't been watching these battles? After all, Gary confirmed in Pokemon Journeys he saw the battle between Ash and Paul. And we didn't know that back then. We just now recently found out about it. So with that, you probably know Paul has seen Ash use Pikachu, Gengar, Sirfetch'd, and Lucario. And he's probably seen those same Pokemon in all 3 of his battles so far. So Paul might have a strategy to work with those. So I think if they do battle in the Ultra Class, it's going to be 3-on-3. And I can see Paul winning without losing a Pokemon. Because we had B in the first half of this series, which was kind of like the pseudo rival for now. They met up in the Great Class. Ash lost to her, then Ash tied against her. Then in the Ultra Class, Ash beat her. So that was the end of the Rival B arc. I think they need to have another rival arc. Someone to stand up, not stand up to Ash, but stand in and, give Ash another reality check. And I really think that person could be Paul. I think Paul could be Ash in a 3-on-3 battle without losing a Pokemon. Paul will say some respectable stuff, but maybe actually tell him you need to change up your Pokemon lineup. You're not going to win with the same Pokemon always. And I think that could be the official trigger point for Ash to bring back previous Pokemon, like, hopefully, Greninja, and Infernape, Melmetal, Incineroar, who we haven't seen battle yet as an Incineroar. But and I think after that, though, Ash will eventually have another battle to actually get him to the Master Class. And that's when they will end up battling 6-on-6. And my prediction, probably the top 4 semifinals. I think Paul will be the trainer that Ash battle against before Leon. It'll be 6-on-6. Ash will actually use other Pokemon. I don't know if he'll use Dynamax, Mega Evolution, or Z-Moves. It might be the Bond Phenomenon if we don't get Alon, which I'm predicting Alon to be in the quarterfinals, top 8. But I do think Paul could possibly be in the Masters 8 against Ash in the semifinals, top 4. Now, of course, with the Pokemon lineup that he has, I am certain he's going to have some new Pokemon. I see people saying stuff like Grimmsnarl. I am seeing Obstagoon, Now, obviously, we have Generation 5, 6, 7, and 8 to pull from. And there is one Pokemon in particular that I want to go ahead and bring mention to. Ursaring. In my opinion, Ursaring is one of Paul's top 4 strongest Pokemon. Torterra being his starter. Electivire, because of just how much he trained it and how tough it was for Ash to defeat. And he tied against it in their first battle as an Elekid. Monferno lost to it in the battle to Electrocutie when he was just an Electabuzz. And then it took out Gliscor and Pikachu in the Sinnoh League battle, with of course Paul's strategy proving all the difference. Even though Ash's numbers looked better, Electivire was still able to overcome 2 really tough type matchups against a half ground type and another electric type. And despite that, you would think Ash could have maybe closed it out with just those 2 Pokemon, but Electivire didn't. Third, of course, Electivire did. Electivire did win against those 2 until falling into Ash's Infernape. But his third Pokemon I always see to be strong is Drapion, because it took out 3 of Ash's Pokemon back to back to back. And then you have Ursaring, who did the same thing Drapion did, and this time it was in the Electrocutie battle. It took out Breezel, it took out Staraptor, and even took out Pikachu after having its Guts ability activated. So I definitely think in terms of either the 3-on-3 or the 6-on-6, we're definitely going to see Torterra. And I definitely think we're going to see Ursaring, especially since I think, except for the exception of Dawn, normally when a trainer returns, a Pokemon has been added to the team or a Pokemon has evolved. Normally, like, May had Eevee evolve, Squirtle evolve, and Bulbasaur evolve into Venusaur. Dawn, of course, when she came back, nothing really was different, except, well, actually, when Dawn came back the first time in Unova, her Cyndaquil was a Quilava. When she came back in Journeys, nothing had changed. But then, of course, you have Iris, which came back, who had a Haxorus. And so, when Misty came back, she had a Gyarados. So, normally when people come back, they seem to have a bit of a team change, which is amazing in my opinion. So, I think, along with maybe seeing 2 new Pokemon in the 6-on-6 battle between Ash and Paul, yes, I do think we will get 2 battles with Paul and Ash. And I do think one of them will be a 6-on-6. I think we can definitely see him bring in Torterra for sure. Because Torterra, Ash has never beaten Torterra. This is the time for Ash to finally beat Torterra and advance on further. But this ain't about Torterra. This is about Ursaring, though. I think Paul's Ursaring will have evolved into Ursaluna. Now, hear me out. That might seem weird because it's a Hisuian Pokemon. But think about it, though. Ursaring is not Hisuian Ursaring. This is the same Ursaring that we all have probably used since Johto. You know, the only difference is the Peat Block. We haven't seen one in the anime, and we don't really see a whole lot of stuff in terms of that, except for maybe Stone Evolutions. And I think we saw the Metal Coat, of course, for Go's Scyther to evolve into Sizzle after a trade. So they actually did show a trade evolution with an item, which is kind of crazy. But I do think we'll see Paul's Ursaring as an Ursaluna. I think it'll be much stronger. I think it will take Ash back. But I definitely think being in the same region as Cynthia, I think Cynthia could have a Peat Block. I think she could have one in reserve, something that she dug up, something that maybe Rourke dug up from the underground. Who knows, but we might have a little backstory where Paul somehow obtains a Peat Block to evolve as Ursaring. And I think he'll definitely use Ursaluna. Now, yeah, that might be 2 ground types, take Torterra and Ursaluna, but if Paul just goes with raw power, and he knows Ash's team, like Gengar and Lucario, both being weak to ground, 2 ground types, he definitely might do it, even though he still chose Electivire, knowing Ash had the possibility of 3 or 4 ground types. So that basically wraps up my theory. I do think that they'll have an Ultra Class battle, and Ash will lose without knocking out any of Paul's Pokemon. Then they'll have a rematch in the Master Class, 6-on-6. Paul will use Ursaluna. Whatever the outcome is, I am very, very excited. Pokemon Journey's 25th season is going to shape up to be absolutely incredible with the return of Paul, Greninja. I think Iris coming back again. It's unbelievable what's going on. I've been waiting for this to happen for a long time. So hopefully we get a 6-on-6 battle between Ash and Paul. Thank you guys very much for watching this Pokemon Journeys anime kind of a bit of a discussion or so. If you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me what Pokemon you think Paul is going to have. Tell me what you think the outcome is going to be. What Pokemon should Ash bring? Is he going to use his Journeys team? Is he going to bring back Greninja or even Infernape? You know, we could see Infernape and Electivire go head-to-head. And instead of one of them winning, we could get a tie. I don't think Ash and Paul had a tie or draw in their Sinnoh League match. I think they only had a draw in their very first match, Pikachu vs. Delicate. But anyways, I'm going to head up out. Thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a comment down below what you guys think is going to happen between Ash and Paul, any Pokemon they might use or bring. And I hope you guys, this video is being recorded after the TM video. Let me know what you guys think about background music versus no background music. I'm trying different things. Hopefully in the other video it's not too loud. This one I opted for no music. So hopefully you guys can just tell me what you guys think. Maybe if it's too loud, too soft. And I'll try my best to deliver some decent content here. Decent to good content. And I'm not a full-time PokeTuber, but it's just a little hobby of mine. You know, I'll get it all figured out. Again, thank you guys very much for watching. As you guys probably see by now, I suck at outros. So I'm just going to head out. I'm going to head out. So see you guys then. On whatever the next video I make.